Good morning. Welcome to episode 12 of our trip to the USA. We are currently in San Antonio, Texas, and back out on the Riverwalk this morning. I'll show you a little bit of footage of that in a minute, but absolutely beautiful day under a bridge. Today what we're going to do, we're going to get a coffee for starters. Then we are going to see an IMAX movie about the Alamo. Because we don't really know much about it, so we thought before we go and see the actual Alamo, let's get a little bit educated. So it goes for 45 minutes, big IMAX theatre there, so we'll check that out, and then we'll wander down to the Alamo itself and know a little bit more about the history and take it in a little bit more. And I just don't want to go down and say, oh look, there's a building with a few bullet holes in it. We don't want to do that. We want to get the full perspective. So so looking forward to that. Then just a bit of a free day. We might go for a bit of a wander around, see what else we can find. But we only got a couple of days before we go, so we'll just be nice and relaxed about it and just let it take us where it will. So let's get on with day number 12. And just as beautiful during the day. This river it's almost, you can't see it from street level. It just sort of runs sort of on the underbelly of the city. It's quite amazing, because when we went up last night after taking a walk, you wouldn't even know it's there. Pretty amazing. And you just go down a couple of street levels and there you are. And it just runs right along and absolutely beautiful. And as you would have saw last night, just the lights and lots of restaurants and bars, and there's a shopping centre there. Just a really nice little part of town. I'm not sure what that is there. In honour of Lindsay and Jack Gunther. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, and you can definitely tell the Mexican culture undertones. It really does feel like we're in a different country, or most notably Mexico. So it's just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful day here in San Antonio. Look at these people, lucky people. We might actually do that a bit later on.
It took 5 days to move that building 5 blocks.
Alright, now before we go and see the Alamo, I'm going to check out this IMAX movie. So see it here before you visit the Alamo. So let's go. So I think I said it's about 45 minutes. So we'll do that and then head down to the Alamo itself. I can see that too often. Props. Another little movie prop before we walk in. Really looking forward to seeing what it was all about, because I know it's one of the most historical things in America. So let's go see what the actual story was. Alright, now this is really going to be freaky, because I'm currently in here by myself and no other tickets have been sold yet. Apparently it's 11:45 in the morning. Now she asked me to pick a seat. I said, just get me one anywhere. I'm sure I'll be able to move around if it's not ideal. But yes, I'm currently in here by myself. Good. Sort of shed a little bit of light on what the Alamo was all about. I had no idea really anything about it, so I'm looking forward to actually seeing the actual Alamo itself. But fascinating stories. So it's always great to to read about American history and watch movies and stuff, but it's even better to actually see them in person. So let's head down and, head down in a minute and see the Alamo itself, American history, up close and personal. And there is the Alamo. If you're not quite sure what happened, very quick history lesson. In 1836, in February, it was taken over by the Mexican army from the Texans, and then in April of 1836 the Texans took it back, and it was a very big part of that time. And in 1845 Texas actually became part of the United States. So the Mexicans only had it for a couple of months, but this little war or battle was an integral part of the formation of the United States. I hope I've got that right. Apologies if I've offended anyone if I've got it wrong, but I think that's just a quick little history lesson. But it's hard to believe this is hundreds of years old. And there is Davy Crockett, who was an integral part of the battle. I didn't know that actually. I knew who Davy Crockett was, but I had no idea what he'd done in his lifetime. I always thought he was just the guy that wore the thing on his head, the fox's fur or whatever it was, but he actually was one of the main leaders of the battle. There you go. And there's some of the compound wall around the Alamo. This is inside the compound of what remains of the Alamo. It's been fantastically preserved.
No, I will. I'll take it.
And he is the guy that led the Texan defense of the Alamo, William Barrett Travis.
They get around us.
It's actually really well done, really well kept. Security, or actually they're not really security, I think they're actually rangers. And they, everything's on the up and up, don't worry about that. But yeah, it's just a beautiful area. And the whole city, from what I've seen so far, is actually quite clean and safe. So here's some artifacts there, the Mexican officer's helmet, some other things as well, some weapons. So an axe over there, geez. And a few of the weapons, knives, machetes, swords. Old school, that's for sure, when it came to war. And this is a replica of the compound of the Alamo. There's a Mexican uniform.
Yeah, you're welcome. Y'all have a great day. You as well. And what we're seeing here with these little square notches on the cylinder is the percussion cap that we were So we went from loading it with flint.
This here is a Mexican flag from 1830. Wow, so nearly 200 years old. Oh, that was really good. Really enjoyed that. As I said before, it's really good just to see a lot of the American history up close and personal. And just being up close, it's just, it's 100 years of years of age anyway, isn't it? But piece of history. And it was really good to actually go inside that museum and just see a lot of the artifacts and a little bit more of the history. We'll read a lot more of the history anyway. I'm glad I did that. All right, so just heading back to the hotel. Tara's a bit sick today. She's got I'm not sure if she's got a migraine or something, but she's not feeling well. So I'm sort of doing it solo today. So I'll go back and see how she is and see if she's up to do anything a little bit later on.
They say this is the city of love, which is one of our nicknames. Hey, I stopped this destination. I'm like, I see so many cities like that. This place has so much love.
All right, we are currently on our way down to get some dinner. We are, for the first time, having some Texas barbecue. Been in Texas for about a week and had everything but. So we're going to bite the bullet, and we did see a barbecue restaurant just around from the hotel. So we're back on the Riverwalk, heading down there now, and dig into some Texas barbecue. Yeah. So this is the Smoke Texas Barbecue Bar. Pretty flush. It is a Monday night, so it's very quiet, but still very, very picturesque. What do we got here? This is just a brisket sandwich with some mac and cheese. Look at these. These are ribs. What are they?
Brisket tacos.
Brisket tacos, and we thought when we said chips they were fries, but that is that's the extra chips. Always remember to say fries.
Safety, the Riverwalk is 90% 3 feet deep. So if anything was to happen, say we get into an accident, like we get hit by an iceberg or something like that, and the boat starts going down like the Titanic. Y'all seen that movie, right? Well, you saw how far the ship went down? Well, this boat is only going down 3 feet. So we look at each other with confidence, we stand up, and we walk out of the Riverwalk. All right? Down on Riverwalk, we will just sustain and do something different. So what happened was, I learned that 2 years ago. My 4th day on the job, I passed by the statue, I look over, there's 6 $100 bills taped on the statue. Yeah, my first thought was that a blessing for Captain T.O. on the Rio? Okay. I didn't take it though. I looked it up and found out most religions use that statue, St. Mary's in San Antonio, for sacrificing for people, whether religion, things like that. Be tall. All right, right here on the right-hand side, we're going through Floodgate 3 right here. Floodgate 3, our control gate, or my nickname for this gate is the guillotine. I call it the guillotine because its functionality. It comes down straight. Hey, right up here, man, we have, this is where they moved the library in '68. It stayed from '68 until the smartphone came out. You guys know what happened when the smartphone came out. We stopped going to the library. That's what happened. So right now, they've turned it into the International Trade Center for U.S., Mexico, and Canada.
All right, well that is it for episode number 12, I think it is. And it was a really, really good day, especially capped off just then with the river cruise. I know I've shown a fair bit of the river so far, but it just really is just amazing. It really is. You can probably see behind me just the lights. Yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful, and some of the sights, and to actually just be on the boat going around the whole thing, it was fantastic. I tell you what, the person or persons that thought of this idea, absolute geniuses. This whole thing, the precinct with the restaurants, our dinner was not too great, by the way. I didn't put that on there, but pretty average. But yeah, the whole thing is just a great idea, just to have this inner city. It's just literally a river that goes around the outskirts and just the amount of people and attractions they have here, it's just fantastic. So a lot of other cities around the world could probably learn a thing or two about San Antonio because they just do it so well. So guys, that is going to do it. I think we've got probably one day to go. We're just travelling to Dallas tomorrow. Be pretty much on the road. We've got the basketball tomorrow night. But apart from that, not much is going on, and that'll probably be the last episode. So guys, again, hope you've enjoyed the series so far. We'll catch you in the next one.